Hello, my name is Jimmy. I'm in the 5th grade. My teacher is Mrs. Watkins. I made a picture for you today. It is a picture of Godzilla. And there's Godzilla up there. And he's being attacked by an airplane going around his head. He's shooting stuff into him.
You are listening to the Zentripz EDM Radio Network. This is Dude, and I am in the studio with DJ HeavyGrinder. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm very excited to be on this show.
Well, I'm really excited to have you out here. I've been following you for quite a while now.
Awesome.
At least the past, I'd say, 3 years now, I think. But you've been at it longer than that.
I've been DJing since 2001.
Yeah.
And producing since 06, so.
Well, that's since you were 6. Like, that's...
Oh, no, 06.
Oh, 06. I was like, okay. Like, wow, you really are a prodigy. That's amazing. Well, so you've been at it for a long time, but just the past couple of years, things have really started to take off for you.
Most definitely. I've changed my style entirely, and I went back to my roots, which is metal. So I'm doing metal electro right now, which is...
Well, that's cool. I was actually going to ask you about that because I've listened to the progression of your sound and your style, and it seems like this last year and a half is definitely taken a much harder and more energetic edge to it.
Definitely. I just decided if I'm going to continue to do music, I want to do what I love, because for a very long time I pretty much had to, play what I was told to, and then I finally said, you know what, I think I'm going to go back to my roots and incorporate it with dance music. And so I started doing something completely new, and which I don't think many people are doing.
Well, it is. It's different, and it's a nice departure, and it's very fresh, because as much as people are trying to make progress in the electronic industry, it seems like they're producing a lot of fluff. And I think that's really nice. You have this hard edge. I mean, the earlier stuff you produced was very beautiful and ethereal, like the track you did with Zelma.
Yes.
So it's almost like night and day. But I guess if you really want to make your name known, you're going to have to truly be yourself.
Right, exactly. So I just went for, what I always wanted to do, which was I dyed my hair darker. I went from being blonde for years throughout my DJ career to back to my natural hair color.
So rather than play the part that was kind of assigned to you as you were trying to get started in the business, now you've established yourself enough that you really can be yourself.
I just decided that, it's like this may take me to fail or whatever, but I still want to do what I love, and if my true fans will follow me through,
absolutely,
and they will love what I make through loving music. So
awesome.
You have to love what you do,
What was that like working with Zelma?
Oh, it was a great pleasure, and she's such a sweet person and the most down to earth. Seriously, the most down to earth artist in her caliber. Like, man, you don't meet people that down to earth.
Yeah,
she's amazing.
And what a voice!
Oh yes, what a voice! I know, definitely.
That's great.
Yes.
Now, your early influences, Derek Carter, one of my personal favorites.
Oh, really?
Yes, and Timo Maas especially.
Yes.
I love his re-rubs on house tracks. They're just...
amazing.
Yeah, truly. I mean, some people put stuff out, his just like kind of pulls you in.
Yeah, definitely. Those were my earlier influences, and now, I just heard you playing Celldweller. He's definitely one of my newer influences.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's amazing, and he's created his own sound as well.
Yeah, I just started listening to him maybe like a year ago, and then I was like, wait, this is similar to what I'm doing, and then I thought, wow, this person is inspirational,
It's nice when you can feed off of other people's creativity and get stimulated like that.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you have worked or played with, or jammed with, that maybe you were a fan of for a long time, and you finally got to work with him? Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You almost went starstruck.
Derek Carter.
Oh, you did. All right.
Oh my God, and I saw him last year at one of my shows. He was there, and I was like, I mean, I had the time that I played with him, I hadn't spoken to him, but I got to speak to him for the first time, and he's one of the nicest people and most down to earth. And man, I'm still starstruck. You know?
Well, that's good. Now, did he know that you were influenced by him?
I don't know, but I did. I was like, oh, can I get a picture? I was just a fangirl.
Oh, that's awesome.
I had my fangirl moments, yeah.
Now, is there anybody that you haven't worked with that you would like to
Yes.
maybe drop a set with or produce something with?
Maynard from Tool and The Perfect Circle, and man, I love him so much. Like, I mean, that's completely like out of my genre right now, but
I
that'll
bet you
be
could make it work.
That'd be sick, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, you put out a track, was on Dimmock Records?
Oh
Did you do
yes,
some-
with Access Denied, Voltage. That was it was on a compilation on Dimmock, yes.
Very nice. Now that's Steve Aoki's label, isn't it?
Yeah, I love Steve. He's amazing. He's another person I look up to. That his performance is just like, wow. I wish I could do that too, but I don't have the balls.
Yeah, I got to see him at Ultra this past year.
He's
and
amazing.
Very energetic.
Yeah.
and it was interesting because he was so energetic on stage, but when I was sitting there, just kind of observing him in the VIP lounge back there, he's so chill.
He's the most down to earth artist I've met as well.
Yeah, I was really surprised how many people like that were actually very cool. Now, like I said, we were just talking about a little while ago that you've been at it for a while, and as far as female DJs go, you are finally achieving a level of success that is more than most. And I know that DJing seems to be like the guys' club, and it's really hard for a female DJ. How tough was that for you breaking into it, and is it you still kind of have a little bit of the stigma with it?
Not anymore, since obviously the music industry has evolved, and but when I first started, I mean, I've gone home crying, like when I handed people demos and, you know, they wouldn't take it if you have a boyfriend. It was very tough, like when I first started, obviously, it was like many years ago where there were no, female DJs were like Sandra Collins and DJ Rap, or I don't know who else I can think of, but like there were just only a few. So I mean, I was taken as a joke, obviously, when I first started. It was a male-dominant industry, but now things have changed, and I'm very happy to see more females in the industry because it makes it. I meant music is music, and it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female. That's how I look at it.
Well, I think the female energy coming across with the music definitely gives it a different flavor.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, you can definitely hear the difference, and I think it's a good thing. The show we do here, we've been actually hunting to find female DJs to do the show, and it wasn't until we posted all over Facebook asking that they started stepping forward, and they were in shock that somebody wanted to give them a chance, and that's why I wanted to ask you about that, because the stories I've heard about how tough it is. So
Right.
Well, that's good that you finally have some success. Do you have any advice for any other female DJs?
Yes. Stick with what you love, and here's one thing I never do. I never look up my name on the internet. I don't, because I know that there's going to be posts there that I'm not going to want to see and that are going to drag me down. I don't want to see anything negative. So just stick with what you love and let your love guide you in the right direction.
Let the haters hate and let the people love you.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense to me. Tell you what, we're going to take a real quick break. You are listening to Zentripz, and this is Dude. I am here in the studio with DJ HeavyGrinder. We'll be right back. So I want to ask you about some of your recent releases that you've put out. What is going on with you?
As of recent, I've put out a lot of stuff on Bug-Eyed Records, and I've put out a lot of my own vocal releases, which is my last two major ones were Disguise and Lovesick Hypocrite, which I wrote the lyrics and then I made the track and I did my vocals, and it took a little time for me to create them, a little longer than the bootlegs that you might hear on my SoundCloud. But it's been quite a new thing for me to use my own vocals and do my own, singing, since I'm a little shy.
It's got to feel more rewarding though, like doing the whole thing yourself.
Right, it takes a little longer, like I've said, and it's a little more demanding as far as even mentally, like you just have to feel. It takes a little longer, but it's definitely rewarding, more rewarding, yes.
Where does some of your inspiration come from when you're writing?
Oh, Kosheen, I know they're not around anymore, and Bjork.
Oh,
so,
you just said the magic word. You just said the magic word.
Yeah, I Play Dead is like one of the tracks that inspires me so much, and I listen to it before I start writing. Yeah.
I can see where she'd be really inspiring, and she's another strong female artist that has really stood her ground and remained true to who she is.
Yeah, definitely.
She didn't sell out at all.
No. That's what I love about her, yes.
Is there any place that you would really like to perform that you have not been to yet? If it could be a festival, it could be a small intimate venue, just some place you're like, man, I really want to drop a set there.
Gay Pride parade, yeah. I always wanted to. I mean, I've seen all kinds of artists at the one in LA, and I just always wanted to be on one of those stages. I know, as funny as this sounds,
No, that's a great answer. That's the best answer I've gotten asking anybody that question ever. It really is. That's great.
Yes.
So I understand you're with a new agency now?
Yes, I'm with Warpath right now, and I love my agent so much. He's like the best agent I've ever seen or I've ever had, and I'm just like, I'm so thankful to be on that roster.
Well, that's good. And also wanted to ask you about Dirty House.
Oh yeah. Guy is awesome. Dirty House is a bomb. I played there on Tuesday night, and it was just off the chain. And everyone really appreciated Tool, Metal Electro, everything I was playing. Pantera too.
Right on.
So I mean, he puts on like a great show, And, yeah.
So you're going to be doing the Bad Blood tour.
Yes, I'm going on a tour bus with Blood on the Dance Floor.
Excellent.
Yes.
You seem pretty excited about that, but you got kind of pulled in. You like that anxiousness about it?
Oh yes, I'm very. I've never been on a tour bus before, and I've never sat in a tour bus for 3 months. So it could be interesting.
That could be very interesting.
Yes, it'll be my first time. I'm gonna break my cherry right there on the tour bus, or pop my cherry. Yeah.
So, are you touring a lot, or do you break it up and so you get some time to recuperate, produce some music, or is it pretty steady?
I do get some time off. Like I had last weekend off. Yes, I had. I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget. And I am playing EDC Vegas next week. Then I have some time off, another weekend off. Then I go to. So I usually get a little time off to work on music and record stuff and.
Very cool.
Yes.
Now, you also performed at Ultra. That was in 2012. You weren't at Ultra? Or you were on the radio. That's right. You were on Ultra
I was
Radio.
On the radio. Yes.
Okay. Wow. That's all right. You're on point. I am not. It's all good. That's all right. It'll sound great in the interview. They'll be like, man, that guy was a tool. Not the band, an instrument.
Oh.
Anyway.
That's awesome.
So, now that we've gotten all that stuff out of the way, do you have a favorite movie?
Oh, you guys are gonna laugh. White Chicks is my favorite movie.
Really?
Yes. I love seeing those guys transform, run around, make fun of people. I meant it's awesome. It's pretty awesome. It's my favorite movie. Yeah, I like a little laugh every now and then.
Those guys are funny. Have you seen the other Wayans brother movie? It's Senseless. Have you ever seen that one?
No.
You got to check that out.
Is that funny?
Yeah, he's at college and he goes for some sort of testing, and everybody else walks out when they're reading off The Simpsons for this substance you're going to test, and it's supposed to heighten your senses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes it over the top.
Oh, I have to watch this.
Yes.
That might be my new favorite.
It is. It's very funny. I mean, picture if your senses are so heightened. I don't want to ruin it for you. You'll just have to check it out.
I will.
So, what else do you like to do? I mean, do you have something you're really into?
Yes. Well, I like drawing animation.
That's fine. You're
And
talking
I
to two
like
artists right
watching-
here.
Oh, cool. I like watching animation too, and I pretty much sit at home and look up new metal bands or different music when I'm mostly about music and art, and that's pretty much all I do. I don't have any other.
Is there like maybe an up and coming metal band that we don't know about that you could turn us on to?
Yes. Ghost BC. Have you guys heard of Ghost?
I have not.
Oh my god.
You write that down.
They are Ghost BC, one of the most amazing. I am so obsessed with them. They dress like skulls and ghosts, and when they're on stage, and they're from I would have to say they're from Norway or somewhere. And,
They would have to be.
yeah, they're amazing. I mean, they're not metal, but they are. I guess you could categorize them in metal.
Right.
Yeah, but they're They're
Have you
the
heard
best.
Have you heard Red Fang?
Red Fang? Who's in it?
I can't think of their names, but they're tuned down like that, like Sabbath. Like it's tuned down a couple
Right.
octaves, and
I think Ghost is somewhere.
it's like balls to the wall, like hard rock and like
Yeah?
twin guitars. It's awesome.
They sound familiar, but I'd have to look them up too.
Something else to Google when
Yeah.
you're chilling out. Well, that's good. I'm glad you were able to. I'm definitely gonna have to check them out.
Yes.
There was something else I wanted to ask you, and it's like somebody just scrambled the whole frontal lobe of my brain. It's like half the factual information I had is just gone.
I'm sorry.
That's not your fault. It's been a really long day, but that's good. So, are you ready for the gig tonight?
Oh, I'm so ready. I'm always ready for my gigs. I have a ritual where I listen to 1 hour of Tool I just prep myself up mentally. So right now I'm just so ready because I'm picturing myself opening up for Tool. I am so ready. Yes.
Is there anything else coming up on the horizon that you could share with us legally?
Legally, yeah. I'm trying to think of that. I am working on more metal electro bootlegs or metal dub. You can find them on my SoundCloud page, soundcloud.com/DJ HeavyGrinder. But I'm working on more of those, and you will hear a lot more metal remixes. That's what I can say for now.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great. Now, are those going to be released at the same time your own productions that you're working on? Because you mentioned you were doing vocals and producing. Or is that like two separate animals?
I might slow down on my own vocal stuff. I mean, they do great, but I just kind of want to focus on metal electro a little more because to me, this movement that I'm trying to create with the metal and electro stuff is my priority. So.
Gotcha.
Yes.
What do you listen to when you're driving in your car?
Oh, I listen to... What do I listen to? That's $1 million question. I listen to so many things from like Thievery Corporation.
Oh my God, I got to see them at Ultra this year.
What?
There was
They're
like
so
60 people there because they played at the amphitheater in the middle of the afternoon.
Oh, I'm so envious.
And
right
I got
now.
to meet them. I was.
You got to meet them.
I was
Were they
like,
amazing.
yeah, they were. They were super cool. They're like, well, they wanted me, like, you want to sign something? Like, no, I just wanted to shake your hand. You guys are awesome.
They're amazing. I also listen to DJ Crush and DJ Shadow, but I listen to all these down tempo, like
love that
trip hop
stuff.
type of stuff, so I don't crash my car. When I listen to drum and bass or anything faster, even my own music, I'm driving at 80 some miles per hour. Like,
What about Kruder and Dorfmeister?
you know what? I'm not too familiar.
Oh my God! If
Am I
you love
missing out?
Thievery, oh my God! Yeah.
No? Okay.
I will write it down for you.
Oh, thank you. You rock my socks. Thank you so much.
This it's Kruder and Dorfmeister, the K&D sessions. It's a 2 CD set, and they actually had like 3 or 4 versions of it, but they didn't tell the people which ones were which. And apparently they spent like 3 weeks drinking Canadian Mist and smoking mass amounts of ganj and had a reverb machine, and they made this. And it's, wow.
I gotta hear this for sure.
I love turning people on to music, especially people that are just absolutely love music.
Yes.
I don't, some people are like, I don't understand it. You ever meet somebody and they don't know any music, or they're just like, meh.
Yeah.
Doesn't that blow your mind?
Yeah, it blows my mind, especially when they're artists too. You know.
Oh, you've met artists like that? That's scary.
Oh man, a lot of like the. Well, it depends. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't make you say names.
Yeah.
I'll save all the shit talking from when I'm in their face. Never say it behind their back. Say it to their face.
That's how I roll. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got to meet a lot of people at Ultra this last time, and I finally got to meet Carl Cox.
Oh yeah. That's
what
awesome.
a great guy. The best set I heard the whole time I was there, Sven Vath.
Oh, Sven Vath. Wow.
And Carl was up there with him, but it was just, I mean, literally made the hair stand up on my arms.
Oh, that's huge.
That is, because I've heard a lot of music.
Right. And metal too.
If you could just be a road person where you just picked a band to follow, who would that be?
If they can reunite, which I'm hoping for Pantera.
That would be my dream.
Oh my god, that would be my dream come true.
Yeah, I love Pantera.
I love him too.
And it would be totally metal if they could resurrect Dimebag Darrell for the event.
Oh my god, I know. Yeah, my one of my Metal Extra remixes was dedicated to Dimebag. It's Pantera Walk.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you could come out and join us. I know you want to go jam to Tool and get ready for your set.
Oh, thank you so much.
If there's anything else you want to tell anybody or any shout-outs or anything, have at it.
Oh, yes, one shout-out. I hope you guys can catch me at the Bad Blood Tour this fall with Blood on the Dance Floor. And that's it. Thank you so much.
We will definitely check that out. Thank you for listening to Zentripz. This is Dude, and I want to thank DJ HeavyGrinder for stopping in and spending some time with us.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Zentripz.